Hello everyone and welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. Last time we went to a spy base just outside of town, and having reported that back to Delat, they said that we should wait for the next day. And so have I made you wait for the next day for this episode, and now we will see what we have been waiting for.
Is Lord Belmont around?
Yeah, he had to return home.
In a rush?
Indeed.
Thank you, Ravensworth.
You're welcome, deputies.
Well, there's that done. 500 XP each. 500 XP each. Right, so with that done, we were going over to the place where we had found the crown in the first place. So we're going back to that location, which was on the map. We need to get down to the Hightown exit. And from here, it's the Malakanen ruin. And we cannot teleport to Kerlem, so we just need to make the trip. We can travel. We have 57 units of food, which is plenty. If we go fast, it's only 3 days. If we go slow, it's 6 days. So we'll just take normal travel. And we'll see how stealthy we can be along the way. We don't need to change anything. We certainly don't need to take the create food and water spell for Pastel, although I guess we could just kind of take it and spam it along the way and we'd have near unlimited food. I wonder if you could sell that when you get back to town. So we're going to skim by Kerlem. I guess it's on the road. We found some more food along the way. No need to do anything here. And then back to the Malakanen ruins. One more long rest behind. Gothic performed some weapons maintenance after having accidentally tried to throw his weapon previously. And we have returned. So I'm not expecting too much to have changed on the outside of this place, more so the depths of the dungeon that we had passed through previously, because this is the place with all the upsy-downsy gravity, wasn't it? Okay, we have individuals around, but it looks like it's just kind of standard trade and the like, rather than being a great big fight, which is pleasant. There's the availability of a long rest here if we really need it, although we're nice and fresh off the road. And some kind of trader here now. I guess we'll have a quick nose in.
Strike true, friends.
Okay, they've got all kinds of recipes for equipment. The hard part is knowing what stuff we've learned already. But I guess if there was something really specific we were looking for, that's what we could come back for. But good to know it's there. Enchantment Manuals Merchant. Principality of Masgarth. Anyone else around? This is still a dead end up that way. General presence of troopers. Ramin Blake. Quest board? Or trading board, as it were. Okay, this is done. We will probably sell most all of this. I'll take 2 bolts. Sell the rest. I'm going to assume this is still empty. Empty, empty, And empty, yep. So, without further ado, we can hop right on in. And then inside, there's an unknown chest. Either I screwed up the lockpicking last time, or I just walked right on by it. What I would like to do is get Gothic to get the knock spell so that we can come back to these chests that we've missed. Nope, that one worked. Torches, food, antitoxin, gold. I'm going to leave the torches. We have magic vision and spells and all the rest of it. And you can see all kinds of interactable things way further down in the dungeon, but we've got to get there first. Is this, yep, crawl under the wall. Simple enough. So we have two quests that we're doing here. The Arcanium experts believe that an amulet belonging to the Magister might be located inside the ruin where we found the crown. Search the tower's library and return the amulet. And the origins of the crown. Study the pedestal where we found it. Note all of the writing on the crown's pedestal for research. So those are the two things we're doing while we're here. Killing two birds with one trip. We can hop over this nice and safely. We've already been up there to that chest. And it shows that way. If we could have the camera actually exist where we want to be, that would be great. Now, did we... Oh, yeah, we have the whole giant library. And previously, I'm sure there were some things in here I missed. Although, the map says otherwise. And of course, this is the giant library that I suppose the game wants us to search through now. So, we can obviously see an armed trap there, and otherwise things being fairly innocuous around the place. A chest of unknown content. Let's see if we can see that and get down there with faith. No path to destination. Alright. Well, we can do all of our weird fancy blinking stuff now. So if we can get down to here, perhaps we can blink across the gap, because evidently there's some piece that we haven't pushed or moved yet. So here's faith. Use power shadow dodge. We can't get far enough with shadow dodge. What if we go from here instead? I did go to cautious just because somewhere around here that said there was a trap just beside us. But here, can we now shadow dodge our way down? Absolutely can. Crafting white burn, potion of greater healing, diamond, and crafting short bow of accuracy. Alright. Those are not the things I wanted. Can I now push this? Are we strong enough? And that gives us a back and forth, which is nice. Now, somewhere around here, they said there was a trap. Is this the one that we have unknown contents as well? And we cannot spider climb there either. But I wager, if we try and get the rest of the party over there as well, as long as, however long it might take them to get there, somebody will be able to figure out this problem between us. Alright, the gang's all here. I did not prepare sleep today. But I do have Misty Step. How is there no path to this destination? Alright, this is just a bit daft that we can't step to there. Fortunately, we have many spell slots. So, Misty Step to here. Then, can we Misty Step the gap is the real question. We absolutely cannot. That's so incredibly rude. Alright, well, I'm going to burn something else then, because we have fly as a spell in our spell book. I'm going to save myself the pain and just fly on over and hope this isn't really trapped. Another multicolored gem and a soul gem. Right, let's push this back for good measure. And if those aren't the things we're looking for, then it's going to be somewhere else. Where's this trap? Beneath us, apparently. Camera! What are you doing, camera? No. So it's not the space underneath here. That's not where we want to be, apparently. So that's an empty chest, empty chest, empty chest, empty chest, empty chest. Crown room is further along that way. Library is where we currently are. And I cannot see where this amulet might be. I also cannot figure out where this active trap is, because apparently it's directly above our heads in this 3D space. So you can consider me perplexed. It's not going to be the magic places that we've already been, is it? I concede. Okay, the map puts the amulet at being right here, which it doesn't appear to be. It's not the statues from before. It's not the giant heavy rocks. What am I missing? We've got this one already because we spider climbed over to it previously, I thought.
Nice jump.
We're very agile at the moment. No path to destination, but Gothic can fly over there. This doesn't reveal anything new to us. Does this one? I feel like I must be missing something either very obvious, or it's just not in this entire location and I'm sniffing up the wrong tree. But I'm very perplexed about where this item could possibly be. It's not floating in mid-space, is it? Because that would be really annoying. I feel like I'm being really daft. Alright, I'm just going to go get the whole party in here. We'll go down to the big table thing, and then we'll come back up through here and see if we can find it on the way back. Otherwise, I'm completely perplexed. Unless there's some other riddle I'm missing or something. I'm really confused. Find the amulet. I've looked in all the chests. I'm told they are empty. This is the giant, massive library. Unless there's somewhere else that I'm missing. But who knows. So, there's a fireplace that we don't need. Are there more Sorax here now? Oh. There's something. Unknown creature. Unknown creature. Unknown creature. Unknown creature. Little room off to the side. Presumably not that. I'd really like to make a survival check to try and figure out what these things are, but they all seem to be possibly fire elementals of some description. I'm sure having Firebolt prepared isn't going to help me at all. Do we just come out and attack? Seems like a wild prospect. I wonder. We currently have a standard longbow here, using standard ammunition. I wonder if Kite could use spell. Magic weapon. A non-magical weapon becomes a +1 weapon for up to 1 hour. Now, I don't know if that is going to mean that that weapon now makes magical attacks, or if it's going to be the case that it doesn't care about the weapon, it cares about the ammunition. But we'll find out, I guess. And we'll go for the big thing. Because why wouldn't you go for the biggest thing you can see, I suppose? Fire elemental, yep. That's what it is.
Did we not say silent?
Okay, they took full damage from that. So if they are resistant to fire damage, they're resistant to non-magical piercing damage, then we might be okay. But otherwise, they've got a lot of hit points, and that's scary. Can I cunning action hide here? I cannot. Right, well, we're behind the pillar now. Oh, we do get a surprise round. That's nice. Of course, there's no such thing as a formal surprise round in D&D. It just, when we surprised our foes, they have the surprised condition. They do not get to take an attack for a round. I'm going to guess that most of these things have flight. But the ones that don't, if we can wrap them up on the stairs, seems like it could be incredible for us. So I'm going to do that. Surprise, surprise, surprised. Kite. Unfortunately, we're still very not good with the bow. If we could just get like a firebolt cantrip or something, I'm sure we'd be doing very much better off. But hey, we'll take the ranged attacks we get. Yeah, so they resist that piercing damage. Gothic. Probably not wanting to use Fireball here. Probably not going to benefit us very much. We also have not re-equipped our dagger that we threw, which is slightly embarrassing. We do still have Fly. So we could go... like this. I don't see how this could possibly end badly. And yeah, Firebolt's not going to be good. Are we too high for this? I didn't think that far through, did I?
Believe it.
Right, Gothic is no longer hidden. Faith is up from here. Cunning action. We cannot hide because we need to break line of sight. Well, fortunately, because of angles, we can achieve that, which is lovely. And I'm going to keep going after the same fire elemental for now. And we remain hidden. So let's take cover behind the full pillar. Now these things are all going to start taking their turns, which is scary. There is this one thing with Fly.
You've been detected.
Right. Pastel. I reckon... inflict wounds at second level, right here. $19's not bad. What are we concentrating on? The tentacles. Fire elemental seems to have a fly speed. And they're immune to the grappled condition, which is terrifying. I must say it's been a long time since I thought about or fought against elementals. I'd say water elementals, probably the one I'm most familiar with. Are they immune? No, they make the save. There's another one of these things. Hopefully, we have some really good shatter opportunities coming up. But for now, Kite. We can get this out. And yes, we will smite at every opportunity we get. Thank you ever so much. Alright, that's gone pretty well. Then Gothic from up here. We can probably do a second level shatter. Even a third level shatter, rather. Right. The awkward part here is working in 3D space. I think that's what I want. Yep, that went about as well as I can possibly imagine. The fire elemental has like 1 HP left. Unfortunately, I don't have a great way of dealing with that from here. We cannot see that target. Can we cunning action hide? We cannot, because this thing sees us. I'm wondering if this is a wisdom saving throw. How wise do I think a fire elemental is versus how high its AC probably is? Also, seeing it at all is quite difficult. So we're going to have to move closer. And if we've done that, if we change to our melee weapon, ranged attack with enemy nearby. So they are the enemy nearby. And we have +9 on that weapon now because it's a +2 short sword, which is great. And then we're not in an opportunity attack here. We cannot hide, but that's fine. More of these things coming up the way. And they make the saves. Alright, Pastel. If we're in range, I think 3rd level inflict wounds here. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Now, all these little guys. I've no idea how afraid of these I should be, but fortunately, they're not making great speed up. Unfortunately, they are immune to the grapple condition, which is really rough. But, you know, we keep learning. We keep fighting. They are now on fire. Yes, please take an attack of opportunity. Because we're not stood directly next to an ally, we can't help them benefit from our shield to defend them. So we've got these fire jesters in front of us. Let's see how much this might do for damage. We'll do a 1st level smite on that. That did almost all of it at 20, so they've probably got about 26, 28 HP. And they do not have a high armor class, which is great. Gothic, we can get in another 3rd level shatter. We can put that just there to get those two. And then back to Faith at the top of the order. Unfortunately, we're not going to have sneak attack here, but with our magic weapon, definitely worth taking the shot. And these things are attacking through the walls, but they're not doing a good job of it, which is fine. We are in an attack of opportunity if we move. But I think with our spell slots as they are, we can do another one of these. Why can I not see this enemy? Oh, that's inflict wounds. I did not want inflict wounds. I want guiding bolt. Oh, we're making a ranged attack whilst we're in the area of effect of a foe, right?
You'll get a nice scar.
Okay. Now we can do this without a penalty. Worth it taking the opportunity attack. We crit on that. Does a whole bunch of damage, which is lovely. And I think we've got this in the bag. Just the little fire jesters to really contend with now. Once Kite's in the game, we can do some melee attacks over here.
That one didn't even fight back.
And if we can make this attack without an issue, we'll attack down the stairs as well. No need for a thingamajigger there. And over here, the flying in 3D space is a little awkward. At least we are still flying. If we had fallen from flying, that would have been bad. But let's get to here. Oh, I was trying to occupy the same space as it, which was not going to go well. And they have so little health left. I probably didn't need to come this far over. But with a magic missile at 2nd level, we can pop 1 into the Osprey and the remainder into that guy. Then Faith, +2 short sword. And Pastel is still on fire. Not sure what we're going to do quite about that, but we'll figure it out when we get there. There isn't... Oh, there is... You can use an action to extinguish yourself.
Again, harder.
Alright, Pastel, extinguish yourself. We failed some roll, but we are extinguished, and that's the important part. I assume the loot is going to be like... yeah, I was going to say like soot or these kinds of things. Strange acrobatics, but sure. We'll take all of that stuff. Lots of magnesium. And then down here we can complete this quest at the very least. Not sure why this place was overcome with fire elementals of all things, but is what it is. And that's done. So we're going to end this here for right now. I think what I will do is, I'm not really one for looking at guides, but I've been through that whole library and I can't see this amulet that we're looking for. So I'm going to triple check online that I'm not missing something obvious. And then next time we'll see how that resolves. But thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can find them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.